In this Grasshopper script, we can convert a solid into a series of sections, which I'm going to explain. Then we can convert them into a series of waffle structure, which you can see by increasing the thickness, the result is going to update. And finally, we're going to use this nest surface to put the sections on the ground and just give them a little bit of distance from each other. Here you can see that I have used the donut. I can control the number of sections I want in the Z direction and also the number in the radial direction. We also have some control over the shape. So let's go back to the solid we had here, and let me explain the radial control we have and the Z control. For the radial control, these are actually some circles we have here. This is the first circle you see here. It's going to take a part of that solid. So this is the first circle and this is the second circle. If we bring it outwards, it's going to calculate all the solid, and if we bring it inwards, it's going to take a part of it. We also have another Z control, which is going to control the sections we have here. So if I make this smaller, it's going to actually be the radius of this radial section, and the outwards circle is going to go towards the complete solid, or we can just make it partial by bringing it inwards and also controlling the number of Z we want. So for example, if I bring it inwards, you can see that we can make this circle a little bit smaller and also this one a bit bigger. This gives you more control over the shape you want to produce in the final results. After you found the radial sections and the Z sections, it's actually a surface. So if I bake that, you can see that these are the surfaces and these are the radial surfaces. So you can also bake that if you want to use it in your project. Okay, let's just turn this off and go to the next step, which is the waffle structure. When you give the radial sections to the radial section input and the Z section to this one, there is a thickness. Obviously, you can control the thickness here. And there is an extension. This is used if you run into any problem, just increase this number. There is also a flip switch, which you can use in some of the intersections. There is some problems and you have to change the direction. So you can also use this flip switch. But anyway, for this one, this is the correct answer. And as you can see here, we have the solids for the Z sections. You can see them here. And also there is an output for the Z surface. So if you want to have them as a surface instead of a solid, you can do that. There is also a radial surface. So if I bake that, you can see that this is for the radial surface. And finally, the radial solid. So if I bake that, we will have the radial solid here. Okay. Let's disable this and turn this on and play around with the sections. Maybe we can get better results. So I'm going to increase that and bring this a little bit inwards. For the circle, I'm going to make this a little bit bigger, so we have a complete section. I think this is going to give us better results. So let's just turn this off and turn this on. Increase the thickness. In some situations, this flipping is going to give you better results. So you can see that this time the sections are different. Anyway, let's see this in other solids. So I'm going to just give this a box and hide it. Here you can see that this is the box. Remember that these circles are really important. So I usually turn off the waffle and turn on the radial sections and play around with the circles. The circles are really important because they have to be in a good position here. So just play around with them. And after we are okay, we can turn this off. Turn on the waffle structure. You can see that you can always flip it to see different results. and then there is the nesting part. Just get this out. Okay, let's try another one. We can go for a tube this time. So again, I'm going to hide this number we have here. Remember, if you want to have faster results, just turn this off and play around with the sections. Circles is going to affect it. If you want the partial results, maybe you want part of it. So this is also useful. Again, we just turn this on and get the final results. Okay, I hope these 3 tools are useful. If you have any questions, just ask below this lesson. And thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.